IT has been in focus and in and around results, but there have also been a few deal wins, and let's just focus on that. TCS is in focus. Mr. Abhijit, Vice President and Business Unit Head, Retail UK and Europe from TCS, is with us. So thank you so much for taking out time for us. There has been a deal win. Can you talk about that deal with MNS? What is the nature of the project and the timeline, size, and how will you book the revenues?
So, as you know, that MNS is a very long-standing relationship for us, over a decade. So, around 3 years back, MNS decided to see how they can enhance their entire workforce. Reimagining the entire workforce to have much more flexible solution as the new generation of the workforce looking for much more digital way of working. So, towards that vision, we kind of decided, can we implement a kind of a solution, mostly transforming the entire workforce solution to have anywhere, anytime for any devices. So today in the digital world, everyone wants to access through mobile or iPad or any other devices, electronic devices for their day-to-day need. So what MNS started looking into it, they have around 80,000 employees accessing earlier before this particular solution, a lot of legacy based solution, a lot of paper based solution. And there's also a retailer, as a retailer, there's a seasonal dependency on the workforce where normally they hire a lot of temporary workforce to manage their peak seasons, specifically during the Christmas time. So they wanted to see how fast they can, create that particular process of onboarding and offboarding, and how they can create a seamless integration of their entire ecosystem within the one frame of platform. And then they engaged with TCS and we kind of worked out with the business proper reimagining the entire HR processes, simplifying all the processes start from joining to their career growth and different other aspect to it. And we have decided to implement through Oracle HCM solution, which is a cloud-based solution, much more scalable, much more robust. And the first phase of that particular transformation program we delivered last year already. And right now, currently, we're in the second phase of that transformation program. In terms of the size, is a multi-year, multi-million-dollar program. And it has various components to it to deliver the outcome as a business outcome and the business values. And we started seeing the incremental outcome as we speak, but it's a long journey for MNS. So hopefully over the next couple of years, it will give us much more additional benefit what we are looking for.
Hi Abhijit, this is Anisha also joining into the conversation. Well, you talked about the MNC project, but overall if you talk about the retail sector, we've heard from the likes of Walmart, Bed Bath and Beyond that they've lowered their forecast for the year given that there has been an impact of inflation on demand. In the wake of that, how have client conversations changed over the last 6 months?
Not necessarily. I think, it is about whether the recession or any slowdown or any geopolitical situation in UK, Europe, or anywhere even in the US. The investment plan, what customer normally planned for as a 3-year plan, all we are seeing is there is no slowdown in that investment plan. Probably to a certain extent, what customers are looking for, certain reprioritization of that plan based on the current need or based on the pressing need. And that's what it is happening. At least you have seen in Q1, the results is very strong in terms of the retail is hugely, they, came back in terms of the market after post-pandemic. And we see if I look forward for next 2-3 quarters, the demands are quite significantly high in terms of all the digital transformation or technology transformation, or even in any optimization that they would like to do.
So Abhijit, you said that for the next 2 to 3 quarters, the deal pipeline looks strong. And if you talk about the retail vertical for TCS, over the last 4-5 quarters, we have seen a growth rate of anywhere between 18 to 21%. My question to you is this double-digit revenue growth likely to continue not only in the near term, but in the medium term as well?
Yeah, at least as I said, post-pandemic, I'm just talking, at the fag end of 2021 calendar year when retailer and start of even 2022, next 3 years plan. That means, 2023, 2024, and 2025, with a huge amount of, kind of transformation programs. And I can give you some example. If you look at it, and just to give a little bit more color to it, the whole consumer behavior in the marketplace got completely changed. So people wanted to go buying more online, even the grocery shopping, they wanted to do online more than they used to do it in a brick and mortar environment, right? So the earlier pre-pandemic, for all the retailer, the online space was around 20 to 25% into that range, and very hardly we have seen that around 30% range. Right now, every retailer is aiming for, or at least having the aspiration in next 1 year, to go up to 50 to 60% from all the entire business has to come from online, and that actually putting a lot of pressure into the back end of the supply chain, into the distribution center, into the last mile delivery, into the pricing and promotions. Okay, and there the retailers are looking for much more faster transformation to really optimize that value chain. And that's where a lot of transformation programs they have launched, they have prioritized. So some retailers are a little bit ahead, some retailers are catching up, but in general, that is where we see huge amount of demands are coming up. And that all these transformation programs are not just short cycle. This transformations program will go on over the period of time, whether you take it any logistics or supply chain, or you take it merchandising, or you take it any pricing promotion, or you take it any customer value proposition on the loyalty side of it, or even the data side of it. So this is what we see. We strongly believe that we'll have a sustained momentum at least for next couple of years to if we have to deliver all this transformation program that what customers are looking for.
Right, so as you are with us, also you could just talk to us about sentiments in Europe. Are you seeing any headwinds with the sort of news flow that's looking a little not that great for growth in Europe?
Frankly, not necessarily. I'm concerned from the way that, okay, I'm sitting here in the London, also I manage UK and Europe. But so far, the things which are not in our control, we can't control. But from a technology point of view, as I explained, there is a 3 years roadmap what customer already started at the beginning of the year. I have not seen anybody saying that, okay, they have to slow down on that 3 years roadmap. What probably, possibly people can look into it, as I said, to reprioritize few of those programs based on the need, one way or other. But there is no shortage of investment when the technology investment is coming into the picture. It is still the same amount of, capex that they are going to spend. It is the same amount of resilience that they wanted to adopt into their entire supply chain process, because that is what they need, because they have to go into the digital transformation much more quicker. And that is the only way they can see the future. So from my perspective, I think demand is all-time high as we speak at this point in time. We'll also watch any geopolitical situation or any, kind of other, war situation for specifically in the Europe. But we are pretty confident that, okay, the journey that what customer is looking for right now, we'll be able to really support that in a much more accelerated way.
Okay, Abhijit, we'll let you go on that note. Thank you so much for making time and speaking with us.